I'm Peter Vansickle. I'm a senior interior design consultant with Folio Design Group. There's a real trick in getting consensus with condo boards. A lot of times what needs to happen is for everybody to have a good dialogue about what they're looking for in the outcome of the project. This can come anything from sensitive issues of what the colors are going to be and how things match, to where people want to talk about price and quality. And sometimes there's some anecdotal pieces where people just need to get things off their chest. The point is that there has to be an opportunity for people to have a dialogue, to get around, and to know that their particular issues are heard. From there, it's a little bit easier to take those individual items and start to prioritize them and decide what really is important and create a consensus as to how they want to take their design needs forward. There's a lot of considerations in coming up with the best alternatives for condo updates. A lot of people will go quickly to the emotional items, things about designs and things that they would take very personally in their own space. And then we need to go a little bit further and look at the needs and the requirements of the condo in total, and get into things that are a little less sexy, but nonetheless important, like the lifetime value of a particular item. It may be a low cost to install, but it may have a high maintenance demand, and it may have a very high recycling requirement at the end. So it's really important to look at lifetime value, the guarantees and warranties that are coming with the product, the ability for it to get maintained if there's damage in an area to have to replace large portions or small portions, and then understanding what the industry is doing. Increasingly, there are end-of-life recycling opportunities with carpet in particular. And even though that's not a burden of the condominium today, it's a benefit for the people making that decision 10 and 15 years out. So it's very important to make sure that you've got the full picture and you have your priorities straight before you make your final decision. Well, that's one of those frustrating ones as well, because the wallpaper in traffic areas needs to be attended to for obvious reasons, and then people are looking at the wallpaper that's never been touched after it was installed, and they're thinking it's perfectly fine, we don't need to do anything with it. The truth is that if you want to maintain the value of the property and be attracting people on condo turnovers, you really need to be looking at a life cycle of 10 to 15 years for wallpaper. And let's not forget that gravity plays in there, so if you're going to be considering wallpaper, you want to consider that you really want to paint the ceiling so it doesn't splash on the new wallpaper, and the wallpaper's done before you put in your new carpet. So it's a big decision, and it all should be put into that 10 or 15 year cycle of turnover.